Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks that are on to move today. We're joined by Bloomberg's Lisa Mateo. Lisa, what do you have?
All right, so a lot of companies, right, affected by the tariff announcement. Want to start with the tech sector. The biggest losers, those who source a lot of their products from Asia. The new tariffs will reach 34% for China. Apple, a big part of that. Shares have been down as much as 9%, erasing $255 billion in value. So aside from sourcing those products in China, Apple also has been increasing the iPhones, the AirPods that it builds in India, which is getting a 26% reciprocal tariff. Then you have Vietnam on top of it. The company now makes a lot of its AirPods, iPads, Apple Watches, Macs. Those are hit in Vietnam hit with a 46% tax. Nvidia too. Nvidia relies on China for AI chip sales, so its shares have been down as much as 5% for Nvidia. If we go to another big stock mover, that's Tesla. Tesla shares have been down more than 6%. A lot of it has to do with that 25% tariff on U.S. auto imports. That's a huge impact on companies like Volkswagen, for example, General Motors, Ford. But what's more for Tesla, certain auto parts, those are going to be hit with a similar levy no later than May 3rd. There's other factors too, all right? Let's not forget Tesla's shares fell 62% last quarter in Germany on top of that. And the pharmaceutical sector, you guys have been talking about it too. The pharmaceutical sector spared from sweeping tariffs. But here's the thing, it's not going to last long because sources are saying the White House plans to launch an investigation into the drug industry, into other sectors. And that could lead to tariffs under the Trade Expansion Act. So that's why you would think, oh, the shares should be higher. They were spared. No, they're not. Eli Lilly was off by 2%. Pfizer was down nearly 1%. And the last one, footwear and apparel. Nike shares at the lowest level since November 2017, fell as much as 13%. It makes a lot of its sneakers in Vietnam. And it's not just Nike, though. It's sneaker makers like Adidas, Puma. They've increased reliance on factories in Vietnam and Indonesia. Vietnam is actually the largest supplier of footwear for Nike and Adidas. And when you talk apparel, I mean, look at Lululemon, Abercrombie and Fitch make a big portion of their products in Vietnam and Cambodia. Gap buys about 27% of its goods from Vietnamese factories and 19% from Indonesia. Its shares have been off for Gap as much as 21%. So a real big day for companies that are moving because of the tariff.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.